So, how do you make an X-ray flower tattoo? This is probably one of the most common questions I get. Let's figure it out together in this video. You can prepare the sketch yourself. Either draw it on an iPad and transfer it to the skin, or create a freehand. Then you'll need to carefully mark out all the petals with these kinds of shading strokes. At this stage, it's important to work on the surface, meaning just on the epidermis. You can also use, for example, gray washes for marking, or choose a light shade. Once you've marked everything out, the most interesting part begins. You need to capture that very contrast that appears in this kind of X-ray effect tattoo. That is, when the leaves overlap each other. To do this, in the areas where they intersect, you'll need to convey different degrees of contrast. The more overlaps you have in a certain area, the darker it will be. That makes sense. But here, it's especially important to make this contrast as clear as possible. You can use black ink for this, as well as gray washes. Also, to make your work look less pixelated and smoother, you can use very fine needles. I like to do this kind of work with single needles of size 10 or 3-needle groupings of size 4. And of course, it's very important to use shading techniques properly so your work doesn't end up looking blotchy. By the way, I teach the powder shading technique in my online course. Read more about it in the description and check out the beautiful result we achieved.